Are you considering living in Lakewood Ranch or Palmer Ranch in Florida? If you are, these are very popular areas, but they're also very different from each other. So let's go explore these two areas in more detail so you can make a really good informed decision. Let's dive right in. First off, let's look at their location. Lakewood Ranch is east of 75 to the north. Lakewood Ranch is in Manatee County and in Sarasota County. The rule of thumb is if Lakewood Ranch is north of University, it will fall within Manatee County. If it is south of University, it will fall within Sarasota County. Now, Palmer Ranch is a neighborhood in South Sarasota. It is west of 75 and is part of Sarasota County. Palmer Ranch is the largest Sarasota master plan community and sits on 6,000 acres. It is a centrally located neighborhood in Sarasota. Most of Palmer Ranch borders Clark Road to the north and Bay Street in Osprey to the south. All just minutes away from the beach, from shopping, from downtown Sarasota, from the Legacy Trail that runs from Sarasota to Venice. There are over 30 different neighborhoods in Palmer Ranch, many of which offer resort-style living with amenities, tennis courts, a gym, and of course there's also a huge golfing community in Palmer Ranch. Now, Palmer Ranch is expanding, and there are quite a few new developments in the area, including the Legacy Estates, the Esplanade in Palmer Ranch, and Talon Preserve, just to name a few. There are 3 well-known gated golf communities in Palmer Ranch, including Prestancia, Stony Brook Golf and Country Club, and the Oaks Club. Now, what types of properties do you find in Palmer Ranch? Here you'll find single-family homes, villas, condos, and townhomes. It's a peaceful community. The landscaping is really well done. You drive through the streets of Palmer Ranch and it's very green, it's very clean. There's a lot of nature there. Very peaceful area to live in. The average list price for a single family home right now is estimated $634,000. The average list price for a townhome right now is $335,000. The average list price for a condo is $240,000. Now let's talk about Lakewood Ranch. What is all the fuss about Lakewood Ranch? Lakewood Ranch is the #1 best-selling multi-generational community in all of America. It is a 33,000 acre master plan community, and as I mentioned earlier, it sits between Manatee County and Sarasota County. Lakewood Ranch is a much younger community than Palmer Ranch, no doubt. It was established in 1994 and to date has over 42,000 residents and over 18,000 homes. There are over 20 communities in Lakewood Ranch, which include non-gated communities and gated communities. Just like in Palmer Ranch, you have resort-style living, those communities that focus on golfing and tennis. You'll find that here as well, plus communities that are focused on 55 and up. There are plenty of nature trails there, parks, and biking trails. Because Lakewood Ranch spans a much larger area than Palmer Ranch, and 40% of its land is reserved for conservation, when you drive around Lakewood Ranch, it truly feels like you're on a ranch, right? So you'll see a lot of the white fences lining the streets. It's very clean cut. It all looks very similar, even when you go from one neighborhood to another neighborhood. Lakewood Ranch hosts a lot of different activities throughout the year. Noteworthy ones are Sunday's Farmers Market and polo matches, which attract players from all over the world. Currently, a waterfront town center is being built called Waterside Place. The town center will open later in 2021 and will sit on a 36-acre peninsula. The town center will have its own lifestyle activities coordinator. The center will include outdoor cafes, live shows, boutiques, and restaurants. In addition, the Players Theater in Sarasota, which is the oldest community theater in Sarasota, it will move to Waterside and expand its program, adding to Lakewood Ranch's art scene. Now let's talk about the average list price. When looking at single-family home, the average list price right now is estimated $878,000 for a single-family home. The average list price for a townhome right now is estimated $312,000. And lastly, the average list price for condos right now is estimated $252,000. So both Lakewood Ranch and Palmer Ranch offer resort-style living, gated communities, non-gated communities, existing communities, newer developments, resort-style living, golfing, and tennis communities. But what makes these places different? Or let's ask it this way, why would you choose one over the other? So Lakewood Ranch is great if you want to live in a neighborhood where everything is close by. You have, in Lakewood Ranch, your own healthcare facility, soon to be with Waterside included, 2 main centers in Lakewood Ranch. You are close to shopping, the UTC Mall. And for those people who work in St. Petersburg or Tampa, it's much shorter because Lakewood Ranch is on the northern side. When it comes to commutability to St. Petersburg and Tampa, Lakewood Ranch will provide you with a shorter commute versus Palmer Ranch. Now, why would you choose Palmer Ranch over Lakewood Ranch? Palmer Ranch is centrally located in Sarasota. If you're somebody that enjoys the beach and you want to go to the beach often throughout the week, on the weekends, and you'd like for your commute to be much shorter, then Palmer Ranch is it for you. Palmer Ranch is also close to downtown Sarasota, which is just buzzing with new restaurants. The art scene is amazing. And of course, there's the Legacy Trail that runs from Sarasota to Venice. And not to forget that because Palmer Ranch is on the southern side of Sarasota, you're also closer to North Venice. And there you can enjoy Main Street and also Venice beaches. Now you may ask yourself, what are the school systems like in Lakewood Ranch versus Palmer Ranch? That's actually a question that I get quite often. And my suggestion to you is to tap into these 2 different websites because you want to make sure that you're getting the information directly from those experts that are working in the school communities. This video was intended to provide you with some guidance, but of course, there's nothing better than you doing your own research. Meaning, if you haven't been to Lakewood Ranch yet or Palmer Ranch, please come here, experience these places yourself because my opinion may not be your own opinion. I'm just trying to guide you, but at the end of the day, if you're making a drastic decision and you're deciding to move to Lakewood Ranch or Palmer Ranch, you want to make sure that you're really, really clear with your decision. If you have any questions whatsoever, please don't hesitate to contact me. I'll see you in my next video. Take care.